You know, what you guys do for players, man, all athletes in general, you guys do a lot.
Appreciate it.
Amazing.
Appreciate
what you do. You do good stuff. You get players to the next level in all sports, you know, and that's something else. I'm very impressed with you guys doing this on, you know, at VOA. VOA is something else.
That's enough.
We're a little bit excited. My name is Bernie Armstrong, the general manager of the Connecticut Chiefs indoor football program. In my personal opinion, having about 20 years of coaching, organizing sports, this is the best opportunity for local talent to get the opportunity to play at the professional level. You're actually going to get an opportunity, the guys that make the roster, to be on the field against professionals and to show your wares. You know, I just think it's a showcase opportunity. I think it's by far the best thing that I've seen in over 20 years of coaching. You know, so I'm excited to be part of the program. The way we're going to lay it out, we're going to break you guys up into 4 groups. The 4 groups are going to have 3 field events and then one event in the back room. So we're going to get you guys through the 40. 40 is going to measure that vertical speed for us, vertical explosion. We're going to measure in the 3-cone drill, which is going to measure some lateral speed and agility for us. And then we're going to get you through the broad jump, which is going to measure some explosion for us. And in terms of arena football, those are the 3 assets to it. Okay, unlike the full field game where we want to get you in the bench, arena is a little bit different. Okay, so it has some little nuances a little bit different. So we need to see some things that are different. That 4th group will be in the back with myself, and that's where you get your orientation. And I can let you, we'll give you some information about the program, how it works. Coach Bond will talk to you a little bit about arena football and how it's a little bit different than the full field game. All right, and then we'll also get an understanding of you a little bit more in terms of your football acumen, your background, and things of that nature. Because like you said, we want to make sure we're getting the right guys to make this 26-man roster. Okay, we don't want just anybody. We want some good ball players, we want some good people. All right, to make that work. All right, but without doubt, to make this program run, we needed to bring in a head coach that had a background in it, knowledge of it, and a guy that's a true player in his own right, a football player in his own right. Carl Bond has played. He was the Connecticut Player of the Year his senior in high school. He went on to UConn, was a big-time receiver there. Probably still have some records up there for him. Then he went on and played at the pro level, at the arena level, all right, and did quite a few years at that level, all right, the A1 level when it was at its absolute height. Okay, so him coming back and being our head coach, being able to reach out to you guys and to be able to teach you guys, you know, how to play this game is great for us.
How you doing, fellas? I want you guys to understand the opportunity you have. Okay, so had I had this, I may not have left Connecticut, but then again, I may not have had the opportunity. I actually, when I finished at UConn, did the whole NFL workout, actually went down to Tallahassee, Florida, and played arena football. On a whim, went and tried out. You guys have it in Connecticut. You're not far, okay? So you have to seize this moment to try to be a professional. My best advice to you is do your best. Don't make excuses. Whatever your best is, that's your best. There's other opportunities. We have another workout if you felt it wasn't your best, come on back. But do your best and don't give excuses. Just do what you can do, okay? And be a professional at all times. You gotta understand, all eyes are on you, okay? And you happen to make this team, all eyes are gonna be on you all the time. Everyone understand that? So seize this moment, do the best you can do, and whatever happens, you live with it. Okay? You make a mistake, move on and get better. Everyone understand that?
Yes, coach.
We're going to bring you guys into your... Well, I want to give you guys a chance to talk to Coach Bond a little bit. Like I said, he has 8 years of pro experience. And like I said, the arena game is definitely different. You know, it's definitely different. You know, like I said, especially that, you know, that motion, things that any guys who are skill guys, you know, I think it's a little bit different. So, Coach,
How many Chauvins linemen do we have here? Oh, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, wide receivers, DBs, fullback, linebacker, tight end. Good. I'm glad you didn't raise your hand. Because tight end or lineman. Okay, so it's basically the best lineman. So to break the game down for you, this is basically a man-on-man game. Okay, let's beat your man. Now, as far as linemen are concerned, it's 3 down offensive linemen, 3 defensive linemen. One of those offensive linemen are considered a tight end also. Okay, for you linemen to think you're going to play that position, you have the best hands. Don't get too happy. I probably throw it the most 3 times a game, and that's probably the most in the league. So to the tight end. This is predominantly a passing league between the wide receivers and the DBs. As far as the fullbacks, running backs are concerned, I may run the ball the most too, 7 times a game, if that. Okay, so most of the time you're blocking. May slip you out on the screen or something like that, but it's basically can you block, protect our quarterback. For the linebackers, it's can you rush, because you're in the A gap. Now there's no such thing as a twist with the DNs. You cannot outside rush with the linebacker outside of the DN. Everything's in the A gap. The only twist that can happen is between the nose and the linebacker who's blitzing. The 2 linebackers, like I said, one of them is a fullback linebacker type. The other one is a wide receiver DB type. Okay. Now they both can rush, but they both can't rush at the same time. The person who is opposite, who lines up opposite of the tight end, is the one who can blitz. Okay. Now the other guy who does not blitz, it's a 7. It used to be a box, now it's sideline to sideline. So to explain it is the person who does not rush, he cannot drop back into coverage, deep third, but he can go sideline to sideline no deeper than 7 yards at the snap of the ball. He cannot move until the snap of the ball, okay? As far as the receivers are concerned, we all know you have the forward motion, loop motion. Your job is to hit the line of scrimmage full speed. So you want to get probably about a 10-yard head start. Okay, get back there and hit the line full speed, because if you're offside, it's not your fault, it's the quarterback's fault. He didn't snap it on time. Okay? He has to time you up. So that's how this game works as far as that. As far as, routes and stuff concerned, yes, some are the same, some are different because of angles and it's small. Okay? We got to make sure you keep your spacing and stuff like that. And the biggest thing is, with that game is on, they say the no fun league, everybody wants to play and make the millions of dollars. But this is the league. In the years, all the types of football I've played, arena football is the most fun I've had. Okay? You are encouraged to celebrate. You're encouraged to dance in the end zone. You're encouraged to dive in the stands if you scored a touchdown and slap hands with the fan. Just have fun. You know how many beers I've got spilled on me? So this is something to have fun with. Okay? But again, like I said at the beginning, we're going to be professional. We're going to celebrate with class. We're going to have fun, but then we're going to go back and do it again. Okay? So, and that's the thing. With this showcase, you got to show everything about you that you're able to handle that. You're not going to be a jerk on the field. And yeah, he's a good player, but I don't want the headache. You don't want that. Okay? But you want to play ball. You guys are done testing now, right? So now we're going to go out and now we're going to go out and do individual drills. And I'm looking at the numbers. It's some good numbers, but I'm going to tell you, to be honest with you, it really doesn't mean anything to me if you can't play. Okay? So you can have a 4.4 on here and can't catch a lick. That doesn't do anything for me. You can run a 4.9, a 5 flat and catch everything. I want the guys that's gonna catch the ball, because this is a passing league. Okay? You can blow the charts off. For me, can you play? And that's why I'm glad I was not out there. There's a lot of coaches who say I gotta be out there and see him run. Me personally, I just want to see you play. Can you play? That's it. If you can play, we got it. And as far as making this team, he said something about the roster. What you guys got to understand, this is a numbers game also. When it gets to professional sports, it's a numbers game. Because you do not make this team, or you do and someone else does, it doesn't mean you weren't the best, or you were the worst, or you were the best. It doesn't matter. Because sometimes it's down to this. We need 8 linemen. We've already took 8 spots away. Then we need 7 wide receivers. You guys get it? The numbers disappear. Now we got to figure where we fit, even with traveling. Look, the wide receiver's banged up, but he's going to play. So guess what? We got to carry an extra wide receiver in case he gets hurt. So that means we got to take a lineman away. So it's not always your play. It's not always what you did. It's what the organization means. And again, that's part of being a professional. You have to understand everything about the game. No doubt, do what you're supposed to do, but sometimes it's out of your control. Just control what you can control. Okay? And that's why I said earlier, don't give me any excuses, just do your best. And if it's not your best, you'll have another opportunity. Just show me what you can do when you come up and you say it wasn't your best. Are you going to bounce back and do better? Or are you going to sulk and just say, forget it, I'm done? Because I don't want those guys either. Because as being a professional, there's no such thing as I'm done. You know, for me, it's do what you say you're going to do. Don't tell me, Coach, I'm about to bust his ass, and then you get locked up. I don't want to hear it. Show me. Let me do the talking for you. Because those who know me, I'm going to talk. I'm going to have fun. Okay? But we got to do it the right way. You guys understand that? If you have any questions for me, you can ask now. Because right now, we're about to go out there and get after it. That's it? All right, fellas. Good luck. Lance, you have something?
Hey, guys, real quick. Again, good workout tonight. We want to thank you guys for that. What I'm going to ask you guys to do, this is the toughest part of what we do, is in terms of evaluation. So if you guys can, and I know some of you guys have a schedule, you gotta go, and I understand that. Just let us know if you have to leave right now, okay? Because it's going to be about, not long, about a 25 to 30 minute window.
1, 2, 3.
I want it, I'll do whatever.